Alrighty guys, and welcome back. We're spawning into Rotten Fields, which is a bit of an interesting map. It's both killer and survivor sided depending on the killer. For example, if this is a hillbilly, this is a very, very good map for him. However, if this is a killer like Michael Myers, it's going to punish and hurt him a lot. Ghostface can do a lot of damage on this map also. I know I got a teammate working to a gen to my right, but I'm going to take a little bit of an approach to try and find out what killer it is. Now, straight away, we can see Michael Myers has been hitting the gym, and he's standing there in the distance. Now, this is a very, very, very bad map for Michael Myers. It's hard for him to stalk anything 6 meters in front of him. I'm going to quickly check for ruin while I'm here, and there is no ruin. That's okay, we're going to work on this. In fact, you want to know something? If he pushes me away, I'll check in between there as well for ruin at the next jungle gym. I might just have a little peek, because I am here, right? Could help the team a lot. 2 ruin spawns, 1 to my hard right. That's a negative, 1 to the other right-hand corner. Negative. Now, I do know a lot of spawns where the totem can appear. However, I don't want to go looking for it. If it appears in front of me, I will break it. Quickly talking about the toolbox I'm currently using. This is called a mechanics toolbox, not to be confused with an engineering's toolbox. Now, a mechanics is a green toolbox for repair, and so is a commodious. Now, what are the difference? The commodious has double the charges to this toolbox being a mechanic. However, a commodious repairs at 15% faster objective work, while this toolbox repairs at 20% faster work. Now, he did have a little bit of a look that makes me think he doesn't have pop. I'm going to run right over here and through that window. I see the crow respawns, so I guess they were over here looping 20 seconds ago. I'm not going to take the window because I don't need to. Going to quickly check for the pallet, though, through there, and the pallet is still up. I had a little bit of a look, and I was looking for a certain pixel, which was blue, and I saw a blue pixel when I was peering through the wood chat. At least I think I saw a blue pixel. Sometimes knowing your escape is the correct play. Yeah, so there you go. You see the blue pixel? See the blue pixel. We know now. Now, he has probably kicked my Jenny, and it's getting regression, and he caught somebody, and I'm on a different gen. So all that time I spent doing that was a little bit wasted, but at the same time, if he comes over here and I can successfully loop him, it'll put us in a good situation. He does still have ruin up. There are a couple of ruin spawns to my left. Knowing we're on Rotten Fields, though, there are about 4 totem spawns in the open Rotten Fields in the corn itself. So he can have a really bad ruin spawn on a high probability. Now, I said there's 4 spawns. There is more than 4 spawn for the totem in general. I wasn't expecting to use the whole toolbox. I wasn't thinking. However, do keep in mind that it puts you in a little bit of a sticky spot because you could get a really good totem spawn or a really bad totem spawn. Now, talking about the toolbox, it is better that I consume the whole toolbox rather than not. Now, why is that? First of all, when you're holding a toolbox, you can't crouch behind things like that tree right there. This is pretty brave for me to go in. I see she's breaking a totem. I could see a Nancy sweater or a back piece there. Okay, so the mechanics toolbox isn't bad, don't get me wrong. It's a good toolbox. She was breaking a totem in the corn. She should be done by now, so that should have broken. So I'm guessing she found a dull, and she decided to break a dull, or Myers has won her and abused and pushed her off it. Now, a med kit's the same as a toolbox. I'm happy to consume the whole thing. I will be holding it out at a weird angle. So she broke it, and it was a dull. I have started this. I do want to do this, Jenny. Now, there's one thing that makes me want to do this, Jenny, more than anything else. Realistically, the generator in the shack, you don't want to do. You want to save it. Shack's a really good jungle gym. Now, there's one reason I want to get it done. And you're looking at it. The basement. Last thing I need is this Jenny at 85, 90% completed, and he takes somebody to the basement, and he comes up here and kicks this with Pop Goes a Weasel, and he proxy cans them in the basement. That'll put me in a bit of a bad spot. Now, I did finish a gen. I could have went back to my other gen in the corner, which I think's fully regressed. I'm a little worried about my team. I think they are going to be in a little bit of trouble this game. Everybody's full health. I see Myers running around in the corn. Doesn't look like he turned towards me. It looks like he went directly in a straight line in the distance. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think he's going to come up and get a good jump on me unless I miss a skill check and give him a... Did I just see movement? I need to be in this spot. I can bait the window or take the window. He probably has tier 3 prepped. He hasn't used it all game, and he got it really early, tier 2. I would have gone to the assumption he has tier 3 prepped. His ruin's doing damage. It's lasted a long time. Only 1 gen has been completed, and I did it myself. Now they broke their ruin. Think about it, though. Think about it. If I didn't miss my skill checks, I would have had 2 gens done, and if he didn't chase me, I would have had 2 gens done. Imagine if all my other teammates decided to do a gen rather than looking for ruin. This guy would have 1 generator left and ruin up. You think he'd be in a sticky situation? You're absolutely right. He'd have to do one of 2 things. He'd have to slug, or he'd have to injure people and rotate and keep pressure in multiple different areas. If he chose to camp, he would have then lost the game with 1 kill. I'm fast faulting the window after this, based on the fact that I don't want to walk out of a doorway and get permanently tier 3. Now, keep in mind, I don't know if he has the Tuft of Hair or a Tombstone piece, but he's stalking still. Oh, I reckon that there is going to be something scary. Now, he barely stalked me, chat. Alright, he didn't grab him, so he can't Mori him. Good, he might actually have permanent tier 3, though. You're right, buddy, you gotta hold spacebar. He might just be a new Michael Myers with Ruin. Might have used a different killer to fund him. Yeah, I'm not letting you get a free hit on that, mate. Now, I tried to leave Scratches going into that jungle gym. And let's see if he actually goes for it. 10 seconds on scratch marks. I expected him to come straight over. Scratches are fading heavily. Scratches are gone. Still... No, he didn't. Oh, he's got a pipe! A double step god tier play, well done. And just like that, I know how new he really is. Now he can sidestep walk around this, which is exactly what he did, but he stuffed it up. I hope he doesn't come left. And he did. I gotta throw it. Don't have a choice, boys. That was a really well played by him. I will come back and reset it. No, I will not. That was a really good play by Myers. I'm giving him the proxy camp, though. At the same time, the other guy got saved. This is my responsibility to work over here. So you know how I just thought he was a new guy? He just did a really good mind game. So if he is a new guy and he's doing that kind of gameplay, then this guy is, when he gets a lot of hours, it's going to be pretty terrifying. He could have caught me if he moonwalked. If he moonwalked that entire distance, but then again, that's like really top tier advanced tactic around the Harvester too. And what was my smart play? My smart play was just run away. Did I choose to run away? No, I chose to stay, which was rude, and I only stayed based on the fact I knew I had a lot of pallets. I do think this man has permanent tier 3. It has been well over a minute. It could be a minute 45, depending on his add-ons. I wouldn't want to be healed personally. I'd rather be injured the entire game, so I could have access to Dead Hard. Alright, 2 gens left, Ruin down, so he's pretty scary right now. He is pretty scary. I gave him a really good pallet as well. I do have one other pallet. Do keep in mind, Myers has the longest lunge in the game while in tier 3 and a 10% window benefit vault. Unfortunately, I missed another skill check. This might be just what it takes to force a killer to come over to me, where I might be able to successfully loop him. Might being the key word. I already used the pallet here, but I got one to the right. Okay, there he goes. Now I'm searching this on the odd chance I find a toolbox and I can use it in the Jenny. Don't care what color, brown toolbox will be 10%. That'll cut 8 seconds off the Jenny. Just like that, I find the God toolbox, the Commodious, the Mechanic's older brother. You know, the cutest sister of the Mechanic's toolbox, the Commodious. Now it only works 15% quicker, but boy does it have, it is thick. It is a very, very thick toolbox. So this is really good for us, right? We know that other guy is in a bit of a awkward situation. He is down. What do we know about the killer? He doesn't have pop, which is good. I can get value on this gen and force him to keep coming back and then chase me, which is bad. I don't want to be chased this late into the game. I already gave him a really, really good pallet, and it could really hurt the team, yeah? If I go down, I think I'm breaking up a 3-gen strat though. There is a Jenny to my left. Hopefully they're not all in a line in that direction. He's in chase with another player. This is really bad. I need to make a decision. Do I run in and risk my life to save him? The answer is no, because he's already been saved. Or do I go straight to another generator? In that situation, I would have went to another generator. I had another full health teammate who was most likely solo queue looking for the save. This is where Kindred is a god perk. Kindred would have gave me so much information, I wouldn't have had to have questioned myself. I wouldn't have had to have thought. I would have known. You either do or you don't. Now, she's managed to evade the killer, but she's not coming over here to help the toolbox, which... Well, the generator, which she should be. We should be able to get this done really quick. I don't think she's worried about a permanently tier 3 Michael Myers. Hey, darling. Hi, Claudette. How are you, sweetie? Alright. 2 of us on it, 45 seconds. Gonna receive diminishing returns as well, based on the fact I'm using a toolbox. So I'm not getting 15% faster. It'll be less. Max skill checks, so max objective. Permanent tier 3 Myers put in a sticky spot. Now, he had tier 3 really, really early. It's just the sheer fact that, look at the final 2 gens. I sat there on the final 2 gens and did them. Imagine if I didn't do that. This game would still be going. Be careful when running past the shack, you don't leave scratches up the shack or the tree. So feel free to take it a little wider than usual, yeah? I want to know his location before I reveal mine. Door is open. I'm surprised the injured guy was the one that opened the door. Good for you. He's got Iron Will. So he might actually have Iron Will dead hard. So he felt pretty confident because he saw the pallet to his left-hand side. That would make sense. And I had to heal somebody healing states. I keep forgetting. Anyways, guys, if you're watching this one over at YouTube, don't feel free to hesitate. Don't feel free to hesitate. All right. Come in with the like and the subscribe. Great. I do an awesome video and then I just stuff it up at the end. That's okay. Anyways, guys, it was a pleasure being here for you. If you want to check out the live stream over at Twitch, it'd be great to have you guys in here. We do stream DVD 5 days a week. We do killer content and survivor. You'll see we're uploading different content all the time. We didn't get too many blood points that game, but regardless, guys, it was a fun game. It was a good game. The guy was ranked 13. Put him in a sticky spot. Permanent tier 3 with J Memorial. He also had Ruin, Barbecue, Bitter Murmur, and Whispers. He had a pretty strong build. It's unfortunate with the ranks. I am solo queue right now. I guess it was just one of those unlucky games for the killer. Regardless, guys, GG, well played. And considering this guy's ranked 13 and he made that mind game play, it's a pretty good killer, and he's going to be terrifying when he gets rank 1. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.